Tonight, some Polak squeal like a pig. I realise I'm not Foon. And some kid gets knifed.
Hello boys.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Learning CSGO as a CS veteran. I hope you enjoyed the intro. I basically just got bored. Starting out on DE Mirage here on the T side, we ended up going through the underpass towards mid. I managed to get the first pick onto a guy in window who was peeking out. We then decided to boost up into the window room and do a bit of a split on A. Not too sure how I didn't die there or the enemy didn't die there, but moving around onto A, I managed to kill this guy into the back of the head, but they immediately returned that kill from a guy in CT spawn. After this guy gets picked off, it is now a 2v2. Usually in this situation, it's always a good idea to play defensive, get the bomb down and wait for them to come to you, but my teammate played aggressive, but it did pay off. He got 2 headshots and we are 1-0 up. So the guys we are playing are pre-made. The people that I'm playing with on my team, I'm not too sure if they were pre-made, but they were all very nice guys. They talked a lot, spoke a lot. They wanted to do set flashes and set nades like in this round here, which was the second Antico round. And you'll actually see this a lot in this game. When we go CT, the enemy team did a lot of set smokes, set flashes, and it was a bit like being in a team game, obviously without the advantage of speaking the same language half the time. But it was still a pretty nice atmosphere, it was fun to play in, and it was nice to just see people actually doing coordinated things together. So this was one of those games that everyone has where you just don't play well. You might feel like you actually are on form and you're going to hit your shots, but when it gets actually into the game, you just don't play as well as you usually do. For me, I think a lot of it was to do with that I'm ill now, and I was very ill when I was playing this game, so my reaction time and thinking process wasn't as good as I'd say it usually is. So for example, in this situation, it's a 1v1. I should really be winning this round. I have plenty of time to work with. I can just work around the bomb site and kill him. Instead, I saw him there, tried to shoot him, and tried to run away, messed up on bunny hop and get shot in the back, which is pretty embarrassing, but it happens. So highlights of this game are actually going to be pretty short because I have 2 games I want to cover in this video. So at the moment we are 5-1 up. This round I get the pick on the guy at the top of mid in the window room, and then it's going to wait around mid, wait for something to happen and try and get into A. As you can see, I got picked by the guy in window there. My reaction time, I can see him on my screen. When I watch it back, it's like, how did I miss that guy? But again, I'm just saying, my reaction time was very slow this game. So one thing you need in solo queue matchmaking, if you're not playing well yourself, is your teammates to pull together and play well. And these guys did just that. So you can hear at this game, they were calling for each other, letting each other know if people were pushing them. And yeah, they just played well together as a team. There's a few mess ups like that, a bit of bad communication. But in general, they were all super nice guys and they were pretty good at CS as well. So it was a very good game to play in for me. So there's not too much more I can show for this this half at least. We just tried to play a pretty passive pick-off game, but every single kill we got, they pretty much returned it, so no one really stood out on the score sheet. The score ended up being 9-6 in their favour, but 6 rounds as T on Mirage is plenty to play with.
RobuLuS, stay on A, on City, okay?
So as you can hear, I'm playing on A this game. What I do as a rule in solo queue matchmaking is if someone calls, I let them call. If no one else is calling, I'll probably suggest a tactic or 2. But if someone else is willing to call, to get that true solo queue matchmaking experience, I'll always let them call and do whatever they say, even if it's just like a rush B. Fine, let's get on with it, we'll rush B. Also, if they want me to play a certain position, I'll just let them have their say and I'll play whichever position they want me to. I just think that way it gets you a bit more of a matchmaking experience. So here it's the 1v1. I know the guy's car, the bomb is not down. So what I try to do, because I know he knows that I'm around the kitchen, is get a good angle behind the wall. I missed the first few shots in terms of not getting a headshot, which obviously is what you need to do on a pistol round, but still managed to spray him down and get the kill.
I love you, my friend.
Good job, mate.
So playing A with these guys, there's only one other person playing A with me, and the guy at mid wasn't watching the whole of mid, so I could get shot technically from the palace, from A ramp and from mid. So I kept on having to pretty much run between all three of them. As you can see there, picked someone off in palace, then had to run back to mid to make sure I was covered, and that's really how I played the whole of the CT side. I played very static, kept on the move all the time, and I couldn't really just watch one area. So this on screen now is a good example of what I was talking about, with the enemy team being really good with their set smokes and flashes. I've got to say, I really enjoyed this game, especially as CT. So this round on the screen now is 14-13 in their favour. This game is very back and forth. They would pick up a few rounds, then we pick a few rounds. This round is a 4-man that I had. So I picked up the first guy in the palace, and this is what I mean about myself being static this half. So I picked the guy off at palace, then realised they could be coming mid, and my teammate got shot. There's a few in the smoke there, so I do what I always do. It's a habit from 1.6 where I spam a lot, spray the smoke a lot. I then push through to try and get some more kills.
Go A, go B, green.
B?
Green, go B.
Hop, don't shoot. Nice. Last one
Kurwa
out.
pół.
Gdzie on jest?
Kurwa na midzie. Nice job, RobuLuS.
RobuLuS, cheaturus, cheater.
Jest, kurwa.
So the best thing about this game was the fact that everyone had fun. So here it is, it's a 14-14 situation. My teammate gets the kill, and look at the celebration. So you just gotta laugh at those situations,
Oh, fuck.
or maybe cry.
Need drop, man. Please.
So the last round comes down to a 1v1. This isn't myself playing, it's someone on my team playing. So it's a 1v1, the bomb is down, he needs to get in and get the fuse. He's not too sure at this stage whereabouts he is, but then he does realise that the guy's on short, and what he decides to do is smoke him off and go for the fuse, which wasn't a terrible thing to do because he only had 20 HP and the guy could just play time, but unfortunately this happens. Curver confirmed.
Pany hejs! Ale dobra, taki supremek jest i tak, więc na razie.
Mamy
Dziękuję.
I go long.
I take mid.
So on to game number 2, which was on Shock Shock, Horror Horror, DE Dust 2, which I always seem to get when I queue for all the maps. This game had a completely different atmosphere about it because the enemy team was all level 1 accounts as far as I remember. They're all definitely low level accounts with only about 100 hours of CS, which for some reason as soon as people see that they jump onto the fact that they're probably cheating. I don't even notice it myself until my teammates point out that they're all level 1 accounts and things like that, and people seem to automatically assume they're cheating, probably because if you have a level 1 account, that's probably what you're going to cheat on rather than cheating on a account that's 10 years old. But honestly, you're just better putting it to the back of your mind and not even thinking about it, because they could just be using those accounts to smurf, or for any number of reasons really. Could just be wanting to play with their friends, or just have a second account for matchmaking. So we lost the pistol round and decided to do a full eco, and as you can see they start coming to A. What I expected them to do is just push onto me through the smoke and kill me, but as the bomb started going down I went for a cheeky chance knife. As you can see that worked, and that meant I was quids in. On the same round here, some more sneaky action by my teammate. He was behind them all, and really I think he should have just gone for the knife and the defuse. Unfortunately he either panicked or just didn't think it through and ended up just missing with the USP and dying.
Thanks a lot for leaving me. Thank you.
On to the first gun round here, always a very, very important round. They ended up going B and getting all 3 entry kills, which meant it was a very hard retake for us to do with only 2 of us left. My teammate did pick one off in mid, and I in the end picked one off outside of B, and we then decided to go for it. Unfortunately I got picked off outside of B and my teammate then saved, which meant we were 4-0 down. So as you can see now we are 5-0 down. My teammate does say in chat a comment about them having new accounts that are under 200 hours. Honestly, it's not even worth mentioning, because if they are cheating, there's nothing you can do about it. You're best off just reporting them, not mentioning it on chat, and just getting on with the game, because all you're going to do is make yourself paranoid that every single kill they get on you is a cheat, and it's just not going to do any favours for anyone. So this game already at this point had a bit of a sour taste to it, just because of the accusations, and also the enemy team were playing so weird. Like, they come out long one at a time, and then they spend another minute and a half until another person would peak. They just played it very slowly and very boring. One thing I can say is I'm pretty sure the enemy team were not cheating. If they were cheating, then they were worse than a decent player without cheats.
One long.
Short, one. Short. Pushing behind.
Nice.
Mid maybe out.
So this is the last round of the half on screen now. As you can see, it's 7-0 currently at this stage, so not too bad considering we were 5-0 down. So I got the first pick on the guy on short there with a deagle, killed the second guy at mid. What I then did is drop down to mid and found out the guy was at top mid. I wanted to beat these guys, I'm not going to lie, so I had a bit of a competitive mode on. So rather than facing him and potentially giving him a pick, I just fell back, played for time, and in the end we won the round easily. So on the T side pistol around here, and you know what it's like in solo queue matchmaking. Someone called an A split and you had the 4 spawn, so you go short, rightly. You rush out a short, see some people in A, start opening fire, but then you think, well, where's my teammates at long? I missed the jump here and actually fell down to CT spawn and got picked. Looked at my teammates to see where they were, and oh, they're actually going back to B. I can understand if maybe they were getting naded and shot a lot and they need to fall back, but they just need to say on the microphone, we've fallen back, then we can fall back on short and go B together.
Nice.
A quick show of the anti-eco around here, which was way too close compared to what it should have been. So I had a UMP here and they started coming long, so I pre-fired but got absolutely destroyed by that first guy. They then pushed out and killed my teammate. It wasn't looking too good, but luckily my teammates managed to pull it back. So the score now is 11-8 in our favour. This is another full buy gun round. So what I do is flash out into A and smoke out into A. No one sees me, so I think I'll drop down into CT spawn and try and get some kills. I pick off that first guy there. My teammate calls as a guy in Goose, so I fall back up, check long, and kill the guy in Goose. So here we have full A control, however my teammate is still at mid with the bomb and he does end up getting picked off. With only 20 seconds remaining, we have to go and push the CT and he plays it terribly and peeks us. If he just went and hid, he would have had a good chance of winning that round, but because he played it poorly, we won it with no problems. Okay, so we are getting towards the end of the game now, just a couple more clips left. What I will say about this game is it just goes to show that if you are 5-0 down as CT on any map, you can easily come back and still win. As you can see, the score is 13-9 here, so we're definitely coming back, and after being 5-0 down, we only dropped a few more rounds and won 16. Also, if you do think the other person is cheating because they have a brand new account, just remember there's a lot of reasons for people to have a brand new account. They're not always definitely cheating.
Maybe a second one on B. Long.
So that is the end of the game now. As you can see, we did win 16-9, so a pretty nice victory. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Hopefully in the next episode I'll be feeling completely better, in which case I'll be able to talk a bit more, give a bit more analysis, and also I'll play better in the games. So cheers for watching guys, I'll see you next time.